Hi, welcome to episode 12 now, I think, of The Wild Boar. This is the first one of 2015. Here with me is Bubba
Yo,
and Ben.
Hello.
So, guys, how was your relative Christmases and New Year's?
Alcohol filled. It was good. How
pretty.
about you, Sam?
Mine was quite boring. My cat was sick, so I was kind of looking after that for a while. What about you, Bubba?
Pretty sedate. Just spent time with my parents in America and came back to London to work, which sucks. But it was really good though. Just chilling, doing
Nice.
absolutely nothing for 2 weeks.
Did you guys get any games or anything like that?
I got Unity, Assassin's Creed.
Mm-hmm. So did I.
Yup.
I bought it for myself, though. It was my own Christmas
Yeah,
present.
me too.
I was like, no one's bought me a game this year. I have to get something. Okay, cool. Well, let's go straight into it. So what are the news? What's new?
The news. Well, this month we've got so on Xbox Live Games for Gold, you've got D4 for free if you want it. So it's one of those games I've paid for and haven't got around to playing, and now it's free. So
Have you played it?
probably just wait your time. No, I think I said one of the previous podcasts I went to play it one afternoon, and it needed an 8.7 gig patch or something.
Yeah.
So I spent most of the afternoon, or it spent like 40 minutes or however long downloading that, and in that time I got bored and started playing something else. Oh, hang on, trailer playing. Yeah, so that's that's worth picking up for free. And on PS4 and or Vita, there's the Swapper, which is apparently quite an interesting puzzle platform game.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when that was released for like PC, I think it was initially, and all this, and people were saying it's a really cool way of doing puzzles. And when I heard it's for PS4, I thought it will literally be on PS Plus like in no time. And that's why I didn't buy it. And lo and behold, here it is. So
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to playing it though.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing that. There's been in over the festive period there was lots of sales on Xbox Live Gold. So there was another sale for 1 day on Sunset Overdrive. So I finally purchased that. So, but yeah, again I haven't played it.
Okay.
I'm just buying all these games and not playing them.
That doesn't sound like you.
Yeah, exactly. What's going on? So there's that, but then also at the moment there's a January sale on PSN. So Hohokum and I can't remember the other one, Unfinished Swan, are both on sale for sort of £3 or £4, I think.
Did you ever do Unfinished Swan? I think we've spoken about it before, but
No, I didn't. It looks really interesting, but I haven't done it. No.
no, I haven't done it either.
£5.21 each, reduced from £5.79. So it's not really that much. Oh no, sorry, it's £5.79 in the sale and £5.21 if you're PS Plus.
Yeah, worth that extra 30 quid a month or whatever, to save that 20p. It all adds up.
And at some point, there's going to be a present for PSN users because of all of the outages over the
Yeah,
festival.
with Christmas. I mean, what did you think about that? Like, was it North Korea?
Well, I mean, that goes into a wider conversation, doesn't it? Because maybe that's something for your film podcast that you're going to start. But is that whole thing about the interview, the film, is that all complete bullshit and some kind of publicity stunt from a film that people probably wouldn't bother seeing generally anyway because it's got James Franco and what's this?
A risky publicity stunt, if you know what I mean.
Well, yeah, maybe.
Starting.
Are you
Dying
talking about
World
that?
War.
You talking about the hacking or the leaking of information?
Well, the apparently that they made a film about killing Kim Jong Un, and then
Yeah.
the Sony was hacked by a country that doesn't really actually have any computers. So I mean, that's
There was this idea, like, I could just imagine North Korea just shrugging and being like, we don't even know what hacking is.
exactly. We can't even feed our people. How are we going to be running a decent enough hacking operation?
We haven't even got the internet. What is this?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I mean, I think it's a little bit suspicious. And then they say, oh no, we're not going to release the film, and then suddenly, oh, it's being released everywhere. Oh, okay, right, fine.
Yeah, it's made all right money as well for Red Right.
Yeah, no, I find that, maybe it's me being cynical, but I find that's a little bit suspicious. But whatever.
Whatever.
But the other side of the hacking thing was the announcement in October sometime by a hacking group called the Lizard Squad, that and they've been responsible for some denial of service attacks on PSN earlier in the year, and I think maybe last year as well. But they announced that they were going to bring down Xbox Live and PSN together on Christmas Day or over Christmas, just for the giggles of it, and they did that, and it was down for, I think Xbox Live was down for a couple of days on and off. I mean, I played it on sort of late Christmas night just to get a bit of a fix going, but it was up and down, and like the friends list wasn't working, and you kept on getting kicked out every now and again. And I gather that from what I'm seeing on Twitter, that PSN was down for a couple of days further on. The interesting story in it all is that these guys that are hackers, the Lizard Squad, they've been kind of, how do you say, put in their place by another hacking community called Anonymous. There's a film about Anonymous out at the moment, a documentary. I think you can actually watch it on YouTube. It's called We Are Legion, and they're kind of a.
I think it's on Netflix as well.
Oh, okay, yeah. Actually, you're right. So it's basically about these hacktivists is the term, I believe, but they're kind of for the greater good, and they get themselves involved in political causes and all this, but they were kind of pressured into, or they got themselves involved in bringing Xbox Live and PSN back to normal status by by rather unsubtly and spectacularly publishing all of the names and addresses and phone numbers of all the people involved in the Lizard Squad. So that was. I mean, that's amazing, isn't it? Like, just to think that they've just thought, okay, right, enough of this, children. Right, here are your names and addresses, and then basically, they all go down, they stop, they go dark, they're running from the authorities at that point, and it's game over, and normal service can be resumed. All rather interesting, but hey, whatever. I mean, talking on my own. No one's saying anything.
No, just listening. Yeah, I mean, it's if you're a kid and it's Christmas Day and you get like whatever, PS4 or Xbox One, and then you can't play it online or whatever and all this stuff, it takes the piss. And it's like, I know there's this whole thing. I don't get the excuse of like, oh, it's to show the security flaws within the systems, and it's like, well, can't you just pop an email or something? Like, why do you have to make a big show about it? And
or do it once to prove your point and then let it go. But whereas these denial of service attacks were targeted, especially at Sony for both of them for days and days and days.
Yeah.
And, the as is kind of historically the way it's worked out is that Microsoft probably has the lead in that, because that's their background, and they're probably slightly better at coming back from those kind of like DDoS attacks and things like that. But either way, the problem is that these hacking groups are saying, okay, you're paying for this subscription service for Xbox Live, for PSN, and it's not exactly the best designed service to defend against these kind of aggressors, and you should probably expect more. And they've got a good point, but when they're also the person with their hand on the trigger, kind of stopping you from playing games, it's kind of lost a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it feels like it's like someone breaking into your house and stealing everything, and then coming up to you, knocking on the door, and going, "Hey, it's me. You should really sort out the security in your home."
Yeah, by the way, I am still stealing these. I'm not giving them back to you.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like, everyone knows that PSN isn't the most secure service in the world, because everyone's credit cards details were, from 18 months ago, were leaked, or it was probably longer, 2 years ago, wasn't it? So that's not news, right? I mean, that's what.
Why are we talking?
Why are they doing it again? It's just irritating, and I think that was the kind of interesting thing, seeing for the first time in ages, you actually saw a lot of fanboys on Twitter actually kind of putting aside PlayStation or Xbox and just sort of saying, "Oh Jesus, can't we just play games? Like, leave us alone.
Leave us alone."
But yeah.
Why? Yeah. Well, I mean, what do you think, Bubba?
I just thought it was in bad taste. They were just a bunch of kids with obviously no friends at school, who started a bond, thought to screw things up for everybody else, because as soon as they step out the front door of their houses, they get pelted by eggs because they're absolute retards.
So what you used to do?
Yeah. If somebody like one of those Litter Squad people stepped out their door, they'd get pelted by an egg by me. If I saw somebody who looked like that they sit in the basement of their house, just thinking to themselves, how can I fuck someone's day up? You know?
Yeah, a lot of people's day up.
Exactly. So yeah, I think it was just in bad taste. They just thought, yeah, screw it, we'll do it on Christmas Day, mess things up for a couple kids who got Xbox. To be honest, kids getting Xboxes and PS4s for Christmas pretty lucky. Imagine you didn't get one.
I
You
know,
wouldn't give
yeah.
a fuck about a denier service hack. You'd just be like, well, fuck those kids that did get one.
Yeah, poor them, boo-hoo.
Exactly.
They
I
can't play
don't
online.
actually have one, so you can't play it in 2 days. I can never play one. So, yeah. But yeah, I just think they got a lot of Twitter followers, so kudos
I
to
mean,
them.
yeah, we've got to accept it is a first world problem, but ultimately, yeah, it's still annoying, isn't it? I mean,
It is annoying,
the heart can only bleed so much.
yeah. But as some people were saying, how's about you go sit with your mum and dad? You know, spend some time with your family
It sounds like a weird
Over-
cuss.
over Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah. You go spend some time with your parents.
Yeah, which
Yeah,
I did
definitely,
actually.
Daddy.
In actual fact, that thing stopped me from playing FIFA. So,
Yeah, but would you have
You've been
played?
playing FIFA?
yeah. I told you it's like a bad marriage. Just keep going back.
Like a bad marriage.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
I was cheating on it for a little while, but she got boring.
You always come back.
Always.
Well, another thing I saw in the news this week, I've been watching Sons of Anarchy. Did you guys watch it at all?
Don't spoil it for me, please.
I'm not
No,
spoiling
I
anything.
haven't seen it.
All right, all right.
Right, so I'm like,
I'm interested.
I'm on It's Stupid. It's like a soap opera.
It is retarded, but I
Yeah.
like it.
It's ridiculous, like alpha male bullshit.
About what Walking Dead is like.
No, it's
No,
completely
it's
different
on a
from
different
Walking Dead.
scale.
I heard The Walking Dead was full of plot holes and nonsense.
It's not really like it's.
No.
I don't know who you've been speaking to about this.
I think it's a well executed show myself.
Yeah, Walking Dead's great, but
It's really well
it has
done.
its like, it's not always top quality, but it's generally speaking when it really hits a high, it's a pretty fucking big high. But no, Sons of Anarchy is just like, it's just stupid. It's just it's addictive watching. But anyway, so they said they've made a game for it called
Oh my God.
Prospect, and it's going to be for whatever, all the iPads or phones or whatever and all this stuff, and mobile game I should say. And they shared a trailer with it this year. So when I looked, I was like, okay, I'm watching Sons of Anarchy. I wonder what this is going to be like. It's finished now, by the way. I haven't seen it. As I said, I'm on season 4. I think it's 7 seasons. And I watched this trailer, and it is the shittest. It might be the shittest thing I've ever seen in my life.
God.
It's like, all it is a shit shot of someone riding a motorcycle, then someone sparking up a spliff, and then someone getting beaten with a crowbar or something, and that's it. But it looks like it hardly even looks like early PS2 graphics or something like that. Check it out. But I'm wondering, it's like, if there's any Sons of Anarchy fans out there, what they were thinking, if you guys watched it, if you were excited about it or knew about it or anything like that.
Hopefully it's a joke. It's not real.
It's not real. Yes, that was a bit of news which I found quite funny. Like, having seen such a terrible trailer. It's the worst trailer I've seen for anything ever in like 15 years.
I've seen for anything ever.
It's pretty bad.
Big statement.
Pretty bad. Yeah. What other news is there?
Well, the game that all of the IGN people that I've seen on podcasts and videos that they've been banging on about for about 6 months now, called Shovel Knight, which was on 3DS, am I wrong, or something like that, and Wii U, because I'm just not going to be getting one of those for one game. That's now coming to PS4 and PS3 and Vita at some point in the near future.
Okay. Looking forward to that. Is that good?
It Judgment shit.
Yeah, I mean, again, it was mentioned in many people's kind of Game of the Year discussions, which we'll get onto in a bit, I suppose. But
Yeah.
it's a kind of, as is very popular at the moment, a kind of retro dungeon crawler kind of thing, action game, pixelated graphics, that kind of stuff. Sorry, pixel graphics rather than pixelated. Yeah, I mean, it looks entertaining enough. I don't know how hard it is or kind of how cruel it is, but it does look entertaining, and everybody's absolutely jizzing all over it. So yeah, maybe it is worth playing when eventually it comes out on PS4 or Vita.
I think I'll keep my load for that one.
Well, so I don't know if you mean that in a good way or bad way.
As in
You're excited about it?
Nah.
That was really quiet. I can't really hear him.
I'm restoring this load. Not jizzing on this game.
Jizzless.
Jizzless game for me.
Jesus.
Nice.
Lovely stuff.
Thanks.
Oh, that sounds lovely. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if looking at the PS Plus like games, it's pretty good that you've got what is it, Infamous? Oh God, I forgot what it's called, but where you play the girl.
No, I don't know.
It's annoying. But that's a pretty good thing. Like basically, if you haven't got Infamous Second Son, and you got a PS4. I mean, I didn't really rate it that much. It was okay, but this might be. It's free, so you might as well get it anyway. But I imagine it's going to be all the best bits of Infamous in like a couple of hours game which you can play, which will save you from actually playing Second Son. Or if you really like it, then you might go and want to play the whole game anyway. But I thought it was a pretty good was it First Light? I want to say First Light.
I wanted to say that.
I think that's what it's called, yeah. I think
Yeah.
it is, yeah.
That's the only other one I remember seeing. Yeah, it's a pretty good one.
I never got into the Infamous games. They never grabbed me.
I did the first one, and it was just so meh. It's like
Yeah.
just boring. And then I do have the second one. Never played it.
I saw the trailer for it and just instantly was not interested in any way. Saw some gameplay, saw the trailers. It doesn't grab me in any way at all.
Well, it kept getting 9s and 10s, and that's why I was like, am I missing something?
I think it's because was it a first party title when it first came out?
It might have been. Was it Sucker Punch? I think. I made that up.
Why are you making things up? Sir?
I don't know. I feel like I'm.
Jesus.
It's meant to be a factual podcast.
I know. I've got to really fact check everything before I talk about it. But yeah, I mean, it was Sony. It was PlayStation only anyway. But yeah, and it was just I was like Game of the Year, or whatever. In some place, everyone just talking about the first Infamous and how it's like revolutionised open world gaming and the graphics are great. And I was playing it, going, this is not that fun. Yeah, it's kind of like a shit crack. Well, I don't even think Crackdown was that great, to be honest. But it's like.
I think Crackdown 1 was absolutely amazing.
Same here.
Crackdown 2 started getting a little bit too much.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like Second Son was okay, but again, it was like once you've played it, it's just the same thing repeated again and again and again and again.
In Crackdown 2, they introduced like this kind of mutant zombie race, and that's when it started becoming a little bit ridiculous. When it was just number 1, where you were fighting the various gangs and everything, that's when it was like the best. And it was
I think they've taken that out of the third one.
Simple. That's when it made sense. Whereas it just kind of got a little bit too chaotic, like all the time in Crackdown 2, and they didn't really change enough of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I loved Crackdown. It was great.
Yeah, I think the third one doesn't have all the mutants and stuff. I think the third one is just human beings.
Cool.
Fair enough. So, any other news? Should we go into our 2014 list?
Hey, Sam.
Hey,
Let's do that.
let's do this.
But before we do that, a bit of news for myself.
Yeah. You've come out.
No, that I did that last year. Apart from normal news, I bought an Alienware Alpha gaming PC.
Wow.
Yeah.
How much is that?
Don't ask.
Really?
Yeah. I bought one, and I've actually, because people keep talking about all Steam sales and stuff, and I was like, I want to try all these games that everybody's been talking about, all these podcasts that I listen to, and I bought one, and it's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
How much are we talking?
Well, I bought it in America for
In America.
Yeah, for $999.
Oh,
How much? Sorry, missed that.
$999.
Okay, that's
Um,
about what's that? 700 quid.
about 650.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
And
Sorry.
yeah, it's really good.
So
It's really, really good.
so what is it like? State of the art, if you know what I mean, or is it like a little bit behind?
Okay. So in terms of size, because you know that shit matters.
Yeah.
In terms of like, so it's probably a third of the size of an Xbox One, maybe,
Okay.
if that.
Tiny.
It's absolutely tiny. It's smaller than a Wii U.
Right.
It's
Wow.
really, really small.
what is it? Is it a laptop?
No, it's a PC. It's like a
Okay.
gaming PC, like a really small one.
Mm.
It's not like insanely powerful, but it is pretty powerful. It's like i7. It's got a good graphics card. It runs everything pretty much at max.
Okay.
It's really good. It's really, really good. Got a few games for it as well. So
What have you got?
DayZ.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first thing I bought, and that is a lot of fun.
I bet.
That is a lot of fun. I got This War of Mine, which is just depressing as hell.
Is that the one where you have to go and like get like food and whatever and all this stuff and
Yeah,
and you don't know like you know
if
you've got
people
to
are
steal
trying
from
to
other people and you've got to look
exactly.
after your people, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
That's really good.
it is mad depressing.
Perfect.
And I bought The Vanishing of Ethan Carter as well,
Yeah, I want to play that.
which is just absolutely stunning.
See, there's loads of stuff on PC I want to play.
There's so many games on like you don't realize, but
Mm.
there's so many good games on PC.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of really good PC games, and they're not that expensive.
Well, it's good that you've got that corner
Yeah,
kind of down now in terms of us.
I've
Yes,
just
exactly.
watched that trailer, Sam. It looks awful.
What? You saw what?
That Sons of Anarchy trailer.
Oh my god, it's terrible, isn't it?
It's terrible. It's like they've gone for some kind of like cel-shaded Borderlands look and just failed miserably.
Yeah.
Ugh.
No, it doesn't look like, oh, that looks cool. It's like, this looks like it's not done right at all. Like, it's weird. It's really weird.
Hello, is this 1995?
I know. Well, Bubba, so we'll come on to like what you're playing later then. I'd like to hear more about all that.
Yeah, man.
The only thing I was going to say, last thing for news actually, is that I've read a lot of stuff about PlayStation Now and the subscription service, and how I was listening to like other podcasts and reading bits and pieces, and people were saying that it's pretty good. Like latency isn't that much of a problem, but I mean, is it something that you guys would be interested in? Do you think?
Not at all.
I would give it a go, definitely, because essentially it's a games rental service, and most of the games I play are single player, so latency wouldn't be as much of an issue against, you know, the latency issue is much more prevalent against, you know, multiplayer, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But I think when I saw the list of games that they were launching with, I wouldn't want to have played any of them even 2 years ago when all those games were out. So I mean, I don't know what it's like at the moment. Because hasn't it just gone live?
Yeah, I think
It's
there's.
not even out over here.
No, that's true. I think there's over like 100. Sorry?
So I'm saying I don't know what the lineup is.
Okay, I don't have it in front of me, but I think it's over like 100 games. I'm gonna see if I can just quickly find out. But I just remember that it looks so like you've got some crap stuff like Alpha Protocol. Who's gonna fucking play that? I don't know. Was that any good? Did anyone actually play that?
No.
No. So Arkham City. I mean, that's pretty good if you haven't done that. BioShock Infinite, again, it's a pretty good one if you haven't done that.
I mean, they're going to remake BioShock Infinite. That'll be a remake, I reckon.
What do you mean, remake?
I reckon they'll do an HD version of it and put it out on PS4 and or Xbox One.
Oh, right.
Can't you buy BioShock Infinite for like £4?
Yeah, like you can buy it for PS now.
Well,
it was free on PS Plus not so long
Go
ago.
back and play it on 360 now.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, Dead Space 3. I mean, it wasn't as bad as 2. It was still pretty bad. Deus Ex, Human Revolution, pretty
That was
good.
amazing. That's a really good game.
Though I still haven't played it. I really liked. It's got here Enslaved Odyssey to the West. Did you guys play that?
Yeah.
Never played that.
Man, I loved it. Yeah, I really like that.
So what's the actual pricing?
Let's have a look. It's basically $20 for a month. This is in America, obviously. So, or 3 months for $45. You can go for a 7-day trial, apparently. But yeah, I don't know what this. I can't see what. There's a 4 hour and 7-day one, but I haven't got that here in front of me.
And that's all you can play whatever you want, however much you want.
Yeah, I think the 4 hour and 7. I think it depends what game you get as well. I believe if you're doing one game in particular.
I still think that's really expensive.
Yeah, it's not. It's alright. I mean, I'm just doing some Final Fantasies, a few God of Wars, whatever. Killzone.
Just think if you went to like the computer exchange, those games would be like £2, £3.
Yeah.
So you could just buy them and own them forever, no latency worry, not have to rely on the internet. You know what I mean? I know it's out of convenience and stuff, but it just doesn't seem like it's going to appeal to.
No, I think it'd be good if you've got a lot of time on your hands.
Yeah.
Basically, or if you're young and it's like, you haven't done it. Like they've got Shadow of the Colossus here, I think, as well, and it's like, there's a lot that you kind of want to go back and do. And if it's streaming, bearing in mind, I think, so as far as I know, I mean, I might be told different. You're not downloading it and then playing it. You're streaming it, so it's pretty quick, and you can just kind of rattle off through whatever games you want to do, I guess. I mean, maybe I got that wrong, I don't know, but it's interesting anyway. I think it's going to be, it's the start of something, put it that way, that we'll probably go into something bigger.
Definitely. I mean, that's a first step along to how the future games are going to be rolled out. But looking at the list now, the games that are available on it now, there's nothing really particularly new that's been released in the last 2 years.
No, but it wouldn't be really either, because it's still like, they will do things like this, won't they, to start with, games that were pretty good, and just see what the interest is. But also remember, they're going to be like testing it. Like they might not, if they start doing all like they don't want it to buckle or something like that straight from the beginning. I don't know. I think it's quite a strong first bit, but yeah, there's nothing like, they've got like the first Uncharted.
Yeah, there's some games on there, but most of them, there's nothing I would actually want to play, if that makes sense. I mean, I suppose I haven't actually finished Ico, so I mean, I could happily archive my PS3 and then play Ico via PS4 and PS Now, but
yeah,
Now isn't out in Europe, so therefore I can't do that.
Yeah, I mean, might be worth it just to kind of get rid of all the bulk of
but then I'd have to
sitting on the shelf.
replay the first couple of hours of it as well, and I'm kind of bored with that.
Ico's class, though.
I fucking love
Definitely
Ico.
should finish that. That game is absolute class.
I love it.
Yeah, I just find that I'm at a point. I was telling Sam over Christmas when were you here, Sam? Christmas Eve or something?
I was there Christmas Eve. Yeah.
It was telling Sam basically there's those kind of spirit things that appear from nowhere and try and steal the girl kind of thing. I just find them really, really annoying.
But I was saying, like,
one part that I just can't do for some reason. I just keep on like failing at it, and it's a really long checkpoint system on that particular part. And I kind of rage quit each time, just thinking, oh, this is too annoying.
I did really like it. Like, Bubba, if I remember, I was telling Ben at the time, and I think I'm right in remembering this, that there's a lot of shadows at the beginning, but when you get about halfway through and towards the end, they don't really turn up.
No, not as much. No.
It's like, I remember it being like just more puzzle-based platform.
Yeah. It's a lot more puzzles towards the end.
Cool.
Yeah. But yeah, you're not like battering them away with a stick for too long. But I liked that,
I kind of like the shadows. It's like if you leave her alone too long, you know what I mean? It's like you got stuff you need to do other places in the map or on the level, and then she gets grabbed away. You have to go back and rescue her. I kind of like that.
I like the flying ones as well, where you'd be like, oh my god, then
Yeah.
Jesus, go back, and you're just like chasing her. That's good. I liked it.
I thought it was a good game. I really, really liked it.
I really liked it as well. So, alright, so games of 2014. You ready?
Are you ready?
Are you ready? So I'm going to tell you. There's a lot of games. Yeah, hello. There's a lot of games that I haven't played this year, which I think make it on. But for me, and then feel free to add any of this to it. I feel like it's out of Shadow of Mordor. I did really love that game. Titanfall.
Yeah.
South Park. I want to say I'm going to put this in as well. PT.
Jesus.
It is doesn't really maybe necessarily classify as like a proper game, but I did really like it. And then I don't know. And then I'm kind of like, to be honest, I can cut these out because I'm like, well, were they really Game of the Years? But like, Outlast, Walking Dead Series 2, Alien Isolation, totally not. I feel like it should get a mention, but I don't really know why. Just through sheer ambition. I imagine you guys would probably think Destiny may be up there. And then you got your Far Cry 4s and your Call of Duties, which tend to always pop up. So I was having a real think about this, and for me, it's a toss-up between 3 of those, I'd say, and one would be Titanfall, South Park, and Shadow of Mordor. But I haven't played Far Cry 4, and I really think it would probably have been up there as well. I mean, yeah, what are you guys thinking? I mean, again, there's like, I know people saying, no, there's Mario Kart and all that, but I haven't played it.
Yeah.
So.
I haven't played that though, so, I mean, Boa, do you want to
go? Yeah.
FIFA.
Like, my list isn't going to be that big, to be honest, because, like, FIFA dominated pretty much all my year. Like, a lot, like, both FIFAs. But I'd say, for me, Far Cry 4, definitely. We can't add remasters, can we?
We shouldn't do. I mean, I thought it was a little bit douchebaggy of like IGN people to like go and give like Last of Us 10 again, like 10 months after it was released the first time.
Yeah.
And for it to be in contention of like Game of the Year, people talking about it, it's like, well, no, sorry, no, that's not.
No, I don't think it counts.
It doesn't count. Okay, but I'd say Destiny, because I played a shitload of that. GTA. Oh, no, okay, not GTA. Destiny. Was the one I said before?
Can't remember.
Okay, well, that's a piece of shit.
Not FIFA.
Well, Destiny. I don't know. Can I add FIFA? Can FIFA be in there?
Of course you can.
All right. Well, okay.
It's your list.
Because it's a sports game. You know what I mean? Like, it's a yearly iteration. It's like, does it really count?
I mean, that's the thing. Is in your
Call of Duty is a yearly.
In your opinion, does the game you're nominating, whether it be Call of Duty or FIFA, does the yearly iteration alone, does the new features, the new graphics, the new gameplay, does it warrant standing on the same conversation as, say, South Park Stick of Truth or Destiny or whatever else you're going to talk about, or Far Cry?
It doesn't. It doesn't. But I've played it a lot. That's the thing. It doesn't. Like, the iteration, it was a step down from last year, but I still played a shit ton of it. That's the only thing.
Well, then it's probably not your Game of the Year then, if you think it's worse than last year's.
Yeah, but I still played a load of it and have enjoyed it. It's like, but okay, I'll say Far Cry 4, Destiny, Titanfall, definitely. It's up there. I've really enjoyed what I've played of Assassin's Creed Unity as well, and I'd say.
It looks great. I mean, I'll talk about that later because I'm playing it. But I don't know if it's my game. I haven't completed it either, so, you know.
Yeah. And after that, I'd say The Vanishing of Ethan Carter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I really, really, really think The Vanishing of Ethan Carter is awesome. When you guys get it, because it's coming out on the PS4, so
okay.
I'd say that you should pick it up when it does come out on that. It's brilliant.
It's brilliant.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, what about you, Ben?
Well, I mean, I would like, in order to have like made a decision properly, I probably should have played or had more time with Far Cry 4 over the holidays.
If only there was more time.
As it is, I didn't get enough time. Because I spent every waking moment with Destiny, and I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. I mean, almost certainly a bad thing.
It's a thing.
It is a thing. That game has me by the ball, and it's just unbelievable. But I mean, that's the kind of sort of, if I'm sort of thinking, okay, Game of the Year 2014, then the discussion is really, for me, it's probably down between Destiny or South Park Stick of Truth. I think with the leaks about what's going to happen with Destiny over this year, which we can probably come on to after this discussion, because it's quite interesting what they're about to do with it.
Gonna burn it.
Yeah.
They're going to put a donk on it.
South Park is as a kind of one-off experience. It's almost perfect. It was just amazing game. It was, I did 100%ed it. It was 22 hours long or something. I did all 3 endings, and it was just hilarious from beginning to end. And I won't forget it in a hurry, because it was just, and I'll probably play it again at some point. Whereas Destiny is this kind of semi-repetitive grind, but it is amazing. And in terms of its co-op play and the fun it is to actually forget the story or anything like that, but is in the actual fun minute to minute with having the game playing co-op, is basically a perfect game for me. So I'd probably edge towards South Park Stick of Truth, purely because it is just a kind of self-encapsulated tiny little, well, not tiny, but just a straight game, and how hilarious it is, and how well it's taken one of my favourite things outside of computer games into a computer game. I think that's probably my favourite thing. Game, probably, but Destiny running it a close second. And then other games, what I've played of Far Cry 4 is outstanding. It's really, really good. And Sherlock Holmes: Crimes and Punishments. Really, really enjoying it. I know it's like stupid to say, but it is actually
stupid.
It's really fun. It's just he's taken the kind of premise of the first game, and now you've got this kind of method of connecting clues together, so that you can. Oh, I've got a raging clue. You can you can connect clues together to come up with assumptions, and they can be entirely wrong, but you can proceed with them. And it's really good, really fun, and that's what it's about, isn't it? I suppose.
Did you play? Because the Raven was free on Xbox Gold, Games Gold, whatever, and all that stuff. Did you download that?
What was that?
Yeah, it's just like an episode thing. It's exactly the same. It's a point and click adventure thing, just like it's very Sherlock Holmesy.
Okay.
Yeah, check it out. Well, it was free for a while, so I've downloaded it. I played it for like half an hour, and it was alright.
I think it is still free.
Oh, there you go.
All right, okay, I'll have a look. But yeah, I mean, there's lots of contenders, I suppose, but I think it probably comes down to those two for me.
Okay, but if you had to pick, if I had a gun to your head, if I had a gun to your balls,
probably the Stick of Truth.
There we go.
I
Bubba?
still haven't played Stick of Truth. I really want to try that out.
If you like South Park, then
I love South Park.
Yeah.
If you like South Park, it's essential. It is freakily like playing an episode. It's exactly the same. It's borderline. You can't tell the difference between one and the other, and the humour is exactly the same. I mean, it was obviously written by Matt. What's his name?
Trey Parker and Matt Stone.
Matt Groening.
By them. It's absolutely fantastic. It's just and
Baker.
Troy Baker. Yeah.
Seth Rogen.
Even if the European bits are actually the bits where it got censored because it's in Europe, it's almost actually funnier than what was there to begin with, because you can just type all the censored scenes into YouTube and see them within about 30 seconds.
That's the only reason why I didn't buy it, because I wanted to see the full thing. So
I know, but you can just YouTube that, and then meanwhile you've got these amazingly written kind of like sarcastic, you lose again, Europe, kind of like little like warning signs, self-censorship.
You reckon it's going to be put on the new consoles or
remastered? I don't think you can remaster it anymore. It's
there's no need to, because it looks exactly the same as the TV show, so there's no.
They should just port it.
Yeah, I mean they could do. I don't think they will, but
that sucks.
It is really, really, really good.
Just play it on your PS3 or whatever, 360. You don't need to get it on next gen.
Yeah.
It's honestly,
I'm lazy as shit. That's why.
I'm all for packing my old consoles away, and ICO's the reason I'm not doing it to PS3, and BioShock is the reason I'm not doing it to 360, because I haven't played it yet. But Stick of Truth is just amazing. It's so worth playing.
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's good. I think I'd. The thing is, like, if I had to pick one, I want to say Titanfall, but the only thing is that it feels like it's really fun. It's just really, really fun. Which again,
I picked Titanfall myself.
Yeah, but it's like I just feel like if by picking that, I've gone against the whole thing where I'm always like, but what about the story? There's no like, I want to experience something. But then with Titanfall, it's just like, I want to shoot stuff. I want to go around and shoot stuff, and it makes it look really cool, and I really like it. And it's like,
that's what Destiny is basically. Or
yeah,
Destiny's one step ahead of Titanfall in terms of story, but only slightly. But
right.
it's the same kind of thing. It's pure like kind of fun of playing over narrative and
Yeah. I mean, it might be Titanfall. It's I think the thing is, I did really like Shadow of Mordor as well. I keep banging on about it, but yeah, I don't know. Titanfall. I'm saying Titanfall. Fuck it.
Cool.
Bam.
That's the reason I bought my Xbox and I haven't played it. Idiot.
You fool.
Yeah.
Someone was telling me at work that this is completely off topic. Well, kind of. Mordor, Lord of the Rings. That there's a school of thinking that Gandalf was actually leading them to the birds that saved them at the end of Return of the King and everything anyway. And that's why he says, fly, you fools, and all this. What do you think about that?
I
don't really know.
Don't understand.
No, it's just been in my head now.
Have you
It's
been
kind
smoking?
Have I been smoking? No.
You're
Not
right,
in the last hour.
You're right, Sam. You're right.
Yeah, all right.
All right.
Just it's Lord of the Rings, so that's why I'm talking about it.
Okay, good.
It's just I never thought about that. All right, whatever. Okay, moving on. So, Bubba, what are you picking then? You picking Titanfall as well?
I'm picking. Do you know what? I would pick one of the like FIFA, but I think Titanfall was the one I enjoyed a lot. I really, really enjoyed playing that game.
Okay. Are you holding maracas or something?
Why?
Keep hearing this clicking.
Yeah, there's a bit of
Click clack
sound from your end.
Has it stopped now?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you know? That's because I was charging my apparatus.
It's going again now.
It's now. It's definitely Bubba. It's
Yeah.
definitely Bubba.
Has it started again?
No, just keeps on happening.
Just cuts in and out. Doesn't matter.
Anyway, this is pretty good for the listeners, but
Okay. Did you guys have a worst game? Child of Light?
We can go to town on this. This is a great topic.
Destiny.
Destiny. Yeah. After all that, it must have a worst game.
I've got a worst game.
The worst game in recent memory, and it's something that was on. I saw lots of Game of the Year discussions, and lots of people saying, "Oh, this is my favorite RPG of the year. This is Game of the Year. This is amazing. This game." And it's a game that you and I played, Sam. And I think, other than visually, it was like quite unique and actually really pretty. But as a game, it was just complete toss. And it was Child of Light. Just nonsense, absolute nonsense game. Why? Everyone's going, oh, this is great. It's only 4 to 6 hours long. Like, we've been at it for ages, and each battle takes about half an hour. Like, it's so long. Oh god, like, no thanks. Just absolutely the most overrated, overhyped nonsense I've played in ages. Yeah.
It was just that point where we were like, how do we do this as fast as possible? Like,
you basically have to do one move and then swap out a character to get like another function. So if you want to heal or have any time effects or deal damage, then you have to swap a character. No character does two things. They all only have one purpose, and you can't get through a battle, or the majority of like random battles you can't get through without using pretty much most characters. If you want it to last less than an hour. Yeah.
Man, shame. It was. I don't understand that people love it so much, but
then also all of the story being delivered in this kind of wanky, like poetry. Like, sorry, I sound really kind of uncultured, but it was just annoying.
It's Ubisoft's giving back game. They're giving back.
Yeah, but they're not. Like, I was reading recently with a guy, and he's like this independent kind of. It's not independent, obviously, for a start, but like. It's a small game, and it takes me away from doing these big budget things to do something that's a bit more personal and a bit smaller and all this. I'm just like, shit, mate. Shit, go back into your team of like
A billion people.
1,000 people, yeah, and go melt into the ether, and don't come back giving me this, and pushing it like as this amazing game. I don't know, like maybe there are people out there who are just like, oh, you didn't get it, but it's like we spent a lot of time on it, right? I mean, it's not just me. Like we must have been playing it for like what?
We played it at least 6 hours.
6 hours.
There's no sign of getting anywhere. Well, not that we could really understand what the hell the plot was about, but as in, like, there's no kind of concept of fighting bigger and badder bosses or becoming more powerful or anything.
No, and bear in mind where it's co-op, like one of us plays, like neither of us wanted to play as the main girl, like actually do the stuff. We all just, we just want to play the bull who just floats around and you just press the right trigger and shine lights on things. That's basically it. And it's
That's more fun, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, that feels great. You get on with this stuff, and I'll just kind of flow around, and putting shit on in the light.
I was always a little bit skeptical about that game. I was never
bollocks.
like, no matter what I saw about it, and I saw a couple like video reviews and stuff, I was always a bit like, this looks shit. But I don't get why people are acting like it's the second coming of Christ, like RPG. It's bullshit.
It's bullshit. Hated it. Okay, well that's won it for us. And this Bubba, have you got a bad, terrible game?
Watch Dogs.
Oh, come on.
What did he say?
Watch Dogs.
Yeah.
That's not the
Is it?
worst game.
I don't think it's the worst game, though.
I think, okay, maybe not the worst game, but most disappointing for me. I was massively let down by that.
Well, I think a lot of people were. I don't think you were the only one.
Well, not that it's 2014 game, because it was a 2013 game, but I think the most disappointed, other than Child of Light, I've been in the game is Black Flag. It was just
Oh, fuck off. Black Flag was good.
toilet, absolute toilet.
I think Unity is fucking brilliant. I don't know why it's getting so much shit.
Black Flag,
Yeah.
go home, rubbish.
Black Flag, go home, rubbish.
I have to say, I did play about an hour of Black Flag, and I was like, yeah, I'm done.
Whatever. Missed out.
Hey, Sam.
No, it's not amazing. It's not like the best Assassin's Creed, but...
Hey, Sam.
What?
It's shit.
No.
No, it's this thing of I mean, this is worth having a discussion of. I've said it several times, but it's part of the game is actually entertaining. Like the sailing around was actually entertaining, but the fact is that
Was it entertaining?
To actually get to the point where you can have the best boat, you have to be doing all these kind of like, the additional kind of fleet missions. You have to be sending people off to do trade routes and all this kind of stuff, and come back in 18 hours when they're done. Okay, right, fine. So that's a chore in itself. But you have to do that kind of for ages to get any kind of decent rewards out of it, and then you have to be going around pirating to get like the boats to be in your fleet and all this, and it's another whole grind on top of the fact that the game is a massive grind anyway. It's just
Ben,
you're a massive grinder.
you love grinding.
No, I like it in Destiny because it's
You're a
actually
serial grinder.
yeah, exactly, serial grinder.
You have a semi-repetitive grind.
Yeah.
That's what you enjoy.
The thing is, in lots of games they make you grind, but it only really works when it's actually fun. Like, Sam's now thinking of the app Grinder.
Yeah, grinding is fun.
It only works if it's fun, and if it's not fun, then forget it.
Well,
Well,
good.
okay.
So, right, so what are we all playing? Let's go on to that. Let's get rid of that's 2014 done. That's a whole year's worth of games swept under the carpet.
I thought
Let's forget about it.
2014
It's a shit
was pretty
year.
disappointing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a shit year for games.
Pretty
Let's just
shit,
fucking
Really?
it wasn't that great. Let's be honest. I mean, come on, Titanfall being the best game. If you're playing Titanfall, I thought this is great. If you'd have told me that would be your game of 2014, I'd be like, don't think so. Come on, there must be something missing.
Like last year, think about it. We had like Last of Us, which I know you didn't like that much, Ben, but like that was a massive.
And not like Last of Us. He's never said.
Ben.
Hello, Ben's dead.
Hello.
He's playing
Ben?
Last of Us. Hello.
Ben's not a fan of Last of Us.
I think it's about as overrated as Child of Light.
No,
Okay, that.
No.
All right.
don't compare.
No. Fuck you, Ben.
Don't do that to the
Not
Witcher.
the trolls.
Fuck you,
Why
Ben.
do you sound like from Wizard of Oz or something?
No, I think like this year, nothing's really stood out. No game has like come out and people have been like, that is like huge. You know what I mean?
There's been really good games. I mean, Destiny and
That's what she said.
Destiny and Far Cry 4 are fantastic.
Yeah, Far Cry 4 I haven't touched, to be fair. That's probably
Sunset Overdrive is really good. Sherlock Holmes is really good. Forza Horizon is really good. South Park's really good, obviously. Titanfall's really good. But it's just, I think, that there's so much more that was kind of disappointing, that was broken on release kind of thing, and so much that was released with bugs that it kind of, you know. But those games where that happened, I wasn't really that interested in to begin with.
There was a shit ton of remasters as well, which kind of took up a load of space. So
yeah, true. That's not those that they'll still be coming out.
I think 2015 will be better.
Definitely, I guarantee it's going to be better. Witcher 3 for me is just
Twitcher.
like Dragon Age. No, we didn't even mention Unity. Not Unity, Inquisition.
Yes.
Every
Acquisition.
other
Dragon Age.
Acquisition. Dragon Age has been acquired. But every other podcast, they've been like banging on about it, and it's funny that none of the three of us like touched it. I played the 6-hour trial with EA Access, and I was just like, I've had my fill.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I mean, it should be a game that I like, really, because I mean, I played virtually everything that BioWare ever make. So, and Mass Effect is kind of my perfect game, really. So I don't know why. And I like Skyrim and that, but it's just never really appealed to me. I don't know.
It does I played it. It didn't do it for me at all. I wasn't a fan.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So this year was pretty crap. Roll on 2015.
2015. So what are you playing? Let's see. Tell me. What are you playing?
Me.
You.
Me. I'm playing DayZ at the moment.
And tell me to it.
It's very funny. It's a very funny game. I've had some really funny situations. Like, I've been chased by people, and it's actually pretty frightening. Like being chased by a mob of people.
As you're playing?
Yeah. No, I'm not running around my house and my computer. People chasing me. But like, you start off with nothing. Basically, you're trying to like go into houses and places and scavenge and look for things. And I haven't got very much. So as soon as you've got anything, you're super protective over it. Like I've got a pistol, and that's it. And I don't want to blast off any bullets, so I'm killing everything by hand now, like zombies, everything.
Right.
And I started playing this one game, and I spawn and run into this little house by a gas station. And as I look out the window, there's 3 guys just walking towards the house, and I can hear their voices slowly coming up, like, and I'm like,
are these real people or
real people?
PCs, all right.
Real people. And I'm like, shit. I'm like genuinely like, oh fuck's sake, my pistol is gone. So I was like, do I use the bullets in my pistol and try and fight my way out of here, or do I just kind of like sit in the house, or like try and hope that they'll get past me? But they knew I was in the area because they could obviously hear me speaking.
Why were you speaking?
Well, they could hear me breathing on my mic, for one, which was one.
You're heavy breather.
Yeah, exactly. Mate, you know that. You should know that. All those nights we spent together. But yeah, they knew I was around, and just.
So what happened?
So they came into the house, and I was there, and I just thought, fuck it, I'm just gonna stand up and just say, please, leave me alone. I've only got a pistol.
Did you say that?
Yeah, I just said I've only got a pistol.
This is brilliant.
So they said just stay there, don't move. And I didn't know how to like move the pistol from like pointing at them. And I said to them, I've only just started playing. I don't know the keys. So
Hold on.
So I was like,
so let me get this straight. You're holding. They come into a house and you've got a gun on them.
Yeah.
There's 3 of
them. Yeah, and
I don't know how I'm doing.
They've got so much shit. These guys have like clearly they've got a lot of stuff. So what they do is like they tell me how to put the pistol down and stuff. So
put down the pistol.
So I put the gun away.
Walk away. Yeah.
I put the gun away, and they put me in handcuffs, search me.
What?
Yeah.
And you're like going, thank you.
No, there's 3 of them. So.
Where did they, Baba? Where did they touch you?
Well, they searched me in the house. They put me in handcuffs, and do you know what they do afterwards? They're like, yeah, he hasn't got anything that we need. I had injured my leg. They dropped me some stuff to sort my leg out and give me some ammo for my pistol, and were like, yeah, just go on your way. And told me to fuck off.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I was like, thank God. Made away with my pistol. I got some ammo for it.
And then did you shoot them instead of walking off?
Mate, you have never seen somebody leg it out of a house as quickly as I did. I just pegged it out of there. But that was like one of the... And I've only been playing it for a few days. But that was like one of the human interactions I've had. Another one was I saw a guy who was just rolling down the street on his belly. And I came over to him. I was like, what's up? He was like, I've broken my leg. And I was like, okay. I just walked off.
Good luck with that.
Yeah. So, but it's like, it's funny though. It's like,
Did you point a gun at him going, I don't know how to... bang, bang, bang.
No, it's just, it's one of those things though. It's like, you become really protective of your stuff.
Yeah.
Because that's all I had. I had like a pistol from like scavenging a lot. And the fact that they let me go, I was like, oh, really nice of them. I genuinely was like, don't turn around. Don't turn around. Because if I turned around, they'll be like, well, he's going to shoot at us. So, because they watched me leave the house. They came outside with me. And they just told me to fuck off. And I did. And that is that. But it'll be fun if you guys had PCs that you could play on. If you guys do, you should get it. Because it is a lot. It is a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun.
I just need to have that $1,000.
No, you can play it on any PC.
Yeah, I know, but it's not going to work on my shitty laptop. I can barely get this fucking podcast going.
It's coming out. It's coming out for PS4 next year. So
yeah, I'll wait and do it then.
Yeah, I'll wait for not to play that. Great.
That's it, Ben.
Ben.
Zombies, no thanks.
You don't. To be honest, the zombies are not. You don't give a shit about them. It's the people. The zombies you can kill with a few, like you just get an axe out. But
with
like
a few nasty words.
Yeah, you get fuck off, and they'll go away. But the people, that's what scares you. It's like you're walking down a road, or like you're in somewhere. You look out the window and you see a bunch of people. You're like, oh shit.
Oh shit.
Oh, it's going down. But yeah, I think it's really, really good. I think DayZ is really good. I'm also playing Assassin's Creed Unity. I really like that.
Yeah. I'm playing that as well. Which bit are you up to? Are you quite far through it, or?
I'm not that far through it.
No, I'm not very far.
Yeah, but I really, really like that. And also playing Vanishing. Just about to not. I think I am 3/4 of the way through Vanishing Ethan.
Oh right, well,
so
and is it worth it?
It's class, absolute class. So yeah, that's a good one. Been playing that with
for consoles.
Yeah, it's coming out for PS4.
Good. Oh, good old Sony.
Yeah, the Sony have got like their fingers on the button with a lot of these games. Like they've got H1Z1 as well, another zombie game, but that's coming out for PS4. But a lot of these good Steam games seem to be making their way onto PS4.
Yeah, good.
So yeah. But yeah, and obviously I've gone back to my first love, FIFA.
As always.
Yeah.
Never forget.
Dropped Prey though, like it was a piece of shit.
Damn.
But yeah. Do you know what it was? They patched FIFA, and it became so much better after the patch. So.
I feel like I might get FIFA.
You should.
I might, because I used to play all the FIFAs, but it's just like years and years and years ago.
It's one of those games that remains full price till a month before the new one comes out, like Call of Duty.
I'll find something somewhere.
Yeah.
Off eBay or some shit, I don't know.
That's it.
Okay, Ben, what are you playing?
Well, I stopped playing Black Flag because I was on a mission where I had to follow this boat, and it became so annoying. We've kept on falling into the water because it couldn't work out where I was trying to run, and I had to keep on wrestling crocodiles or something. Mm-hmm. Oh my god, it became so annoying that I just sent it back. So I've got Killzone Mercenary now. No, Killzone Shadowfall.
Shadowfall.
I've got that. I haven't started it.
Shit.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Super.
Well, you know, it's your classic.
So that
I'm still working.
You what?
It's your classic Killzone.
Oh yeah.
All a bit shit, to be honest.
Mechanics, but a bit kind of
It looks nice. You shoot stuff. That's pretty much it.
Playing Crimes and Punishments, Sherlock Holmes. That
Mhm.
is really fun, as I've said. What else?
Yes.
Those things. Oh, I've been playing the Halo 5 multiplayer beta.
Mhm.
That's actually quite interesting. Very, very polished. Completely different from Destiny in the sense of, it's back to kind of the arena multiplayer of old Halos.
Mhm.
So everyone starts with the same weapons. The power weapons are at different points during the map, and you have to get to them first and control the map that way. It is good. It looks pretty sharp as well. Very kind of futuristic, all that kind of thing.
Okay.
Multiplayer just doesn't really interest me that much. So I mean, I'd wait to see what the campaign was like, but that's not really what this bit is about. What else have we been playing? Sam, what have we been playing?
What have you been playing?
Oh well, we
Yourself?
finished Valiant Hearts, which was quite good, quite enjoyable.
Mm-hmm.
Apart from the rhythm game sections, which were
So I went over to Ben's. He was like, "How good?" He goes, "You're quite good at the rhythm things," and I was like, "Yeah, you do all right, And he was like, he needed to get a perfect thing at the end. At the end of Valiant Hearts, basically, you have to do press the buttons in order with the thing, but it's not really as responsive. It's not like a Guitar Hero or something like that, where it's like this. It's not. You don't really do it that much throughout the game. It's like it's part of the mini game anyway. And I just could not, for the life of me. Like, it was pretty late, and I've been driving all day anyway. But I almost threw the controller out the window. I was just getting so annoyed. But yeah, I was like, just one more time. Fuck.
So I played that. That was quite good. I played Never Alone, which I thought was good to a point, and then the game changes, and it becomes a little bit annoying. So yeah, I don't know whether I'd kind of recommend that game. I mean, I saw someone give it a 10 out of 10, which is maybe a little bit beyond the pale. I don't know how I got that. I've got the Game of Thrones game, but I haven't started that. And obviously.
I did that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Shall I talk about it? I mean, it's I can hear myself now. Hello. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. So it's classic Telltale. In that it's making the decisions, whatever. The difference is now is that you play as different people, and I don't think they've done that before, or if they have, it's been like a little bit. But in terms of in any of their games, I haven't done the Borderlands one, but you play different people within the realm, and it's also what I didn't realise until I played it was that it kind of takes place at the same time as the TV series timeline. So it means that whatever you're going to do isn't really going to have that much of an impact on the main story, obviously. Because do you know what I mean? So it's like, instead of it being like a prequel or something, where things could happen and you wouldn't expect it, with this you're like, well, I already kind of know what's going to happen and what's happening, and obviously any of the actions I'm going to make aren't really going to make much of a fucking change to the main canon of the story anyway. I don't know. So there's that. And also being reintroduced, like playing as different people, it's just fucking boring because you're like you got these stupid introduction scenes and like you trying to figure out who's who and like and then usually as you play these Telltale things, you're your character and you play it how you want to play it. But now I'm separating it into these three different people, and I don't really like that aspect of it. And also story-wise, it was okay. The ending was pretty cool. The end, I was like, whoa, that's pretty fucking cool.
Well, I did hear, it was a big setup for the following episodes, that it was kind of introductory to.
Yeah, so I'm holding judgment at the moment, but in terms of like first episodes, it's not been the strongest. Put it that way.
Cool.
But it's all right.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
Well, I'll get around to that at some point. And then obviously playing Destiny and the big expansion that came out in December.
Your pants. All right. Yeah.
The big expansion in my pants. Is that what you said?
Maybe.
Yes. Yes, you did. Yeah, it's good. I'm not sure it's worth the money that they're charging for it, but it's kind of it's a little bit naughty of them actually, because I don't know if Baba will be familiar with the concept, but they have kind of weekly weekly challenges or daily challenges. So there'll be a daily mission that you have to do, weekly heroic strike and a weekly nightfall strike, and they're the places to get the best gear from, right?
Right.
Or the best prizes, kind of thing. And if you haven't bought the DLC, now that there's new strikes and new daily missions to do as a virtue of the new content they've delivered to the game with the expansion, that content is now in the rotation for those weekly and daily events. So every now and again, people will be presented with the weekly challenge that will require them to have the expansion, the Dark Below expansion, to play it, because it's one of the new missions, right? So effectively, you're kind of limiting what people, if you just buy the game and not the expansion, they've limited what you can play without the expansion. Does that make sense? So so that's a little bit naughty. But yeah, I mean, it's all the new raid's pretty good fun. Still playing it to death, like several hours a day. So yeah, it's good. But yeah, I'm not sure it's worth the money. But did you see what they didn't announce? It's kind of been leaked about their plans for how Destiny kind of expands from here. So there were always going to be 2 expansions. So the Dark Below and the House of Wolves.
The Dark Below.
The Dark Below, which is the one that in December. Yes, the Dark Below, and the House of Wolves, which comes out in like March or sometime like that.
Right.
There's been another leak sort of suggesting that they've got a kind of a rather large expansion, which is actually disc or digital based, in September, and then 2 more expansions after that. So from the original game, there are going to be 5 expansions to it over the course of the next year.
Okay.
So that's what this leak suggests. So yeah, it could be quite interesting, and it's a reason to keep it playing. But you've got to hope that they kind of start fixing some of the things that people were finding annoying with the game during all these expansions, because while they do address things in their weekly updates, they've kind of introduced a few more kind of flaws to the game with this expansion, and changed the way that a lot of the loot and get levels and all that kind of stuff works.
Yeah.
Not to the better, really. So yeah, they've definitely got their work cut out for them, I think.
Okay. Well, it's it's good, I suppose.
That's good.
I was
Babba's
talking
staying
to.
silent. Have you played it yet, Baba?
No, I haven't touched it.
Okay.
No, not yet. I was thinking of possibly getting it, but I don't know.
I mean, I think there's 3 or 4 story missions, a strike, and a raid that's on offer, and then on top of that you get access to new kind of bounties, weapons, armor, all that kind of stuff. But I think that's in the game regardless, but it's just harder to win it if you don't have those missions to go on to do it.
Got to be in it to win it.
Got to be in it to win it, exactly. But yeah, it's good fun. I need to find a way to break myself away from it. I think I need to play other games, otherwise I'll go insane.
See, that's what happens. It's like that's what happens to me. I get addicted to one game. I play that consistently, and I kind of like play a little bit, but then I continually go back to that one, and it kind of ruins things. It's kind of annoying.
Yeah, I'll just play one game, and say it's like a Call of Duty or something. I'll play it for however long, like 12 hours to get through the campaign, and then I'll send it back or sell it or whatever and move on to the next one. Normally it's just like one game alone and I'll go through it. But with this, it's just and even like big games like GTA, sometimes I'll play that a lot, but I'll have another game on the go as well. But with Destiny, it just seems to be kind of, because you log in and then you're seeing if your friends are around to to do missions with, it kind of ends up taking far more time than you ever envisage it happening, and you just spend so much more time in it than you want to, really. It is a little bit time. But you can't say it's not fun though. That's the kind of, I guess that's the upside. It is fun, so it's cool.
Destiny is fun. It is fun, but yeah.
Is it fun?
Fun.
Okay. That's good to know. I'm never going to play it now. That's it. It's too far
Why are you
gone.
never going to play it?
Yeah, I'm never going to play it.
There's still 4 more expansions coming out for it.
Yeah, never gonna play it. I just can't be bothered. It's Halo with an RPG. Nah. See ya. I'm out. Tap out. I'm out.
Get DayZ. You and I can Rochambeau some people together.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
I like it.
Zombies.
Does anyone, Bubba, can you start that fucking scratching?
Sorry.
Stop scratching your
It's
face.
It's my beard, mate.
It's not your beard. Come on.
Well, it's my little bum fluff that I've got going on.
Exactly.
It's 2015 fluff, mate.
The year of the fluff.
Yeah.
Year of fluffing. Okay, well, I'll tell you what I'm playing. Thanks for asking. So,
Hey, Sam.
Zombies?
Sam.
Within. Did I tell you that? Yeah, sorry, Bubba.
Play.
Yes, Bubba. What is it?
What are you playing?
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, so I'm playing. I'm playing. I completed. Yeah, because I completed Evil Within. Did I? I can't remember if I spoke about this last time. I think I said I was still playing it when I did it. I did. Okay, I completed that. And that was a bit shit. Yeah, it was alright. So I'm playing. Firstly, I'm playing Freedom Wars on Vita.
Okay. What do you think?
Fucking complicated. Like the thing is that bearing in mind I play Vita when I'm on the train and stuff like that, and so when it's just so much. That's the thing with JRPGs generally is that I do like them and I do respect the level of intricacy that comes with all these different systems and stuff. But so I'm still learning stuff, and at some point I'm just like, fuck off. Like, just make it simpler. Just like it's like, oh, you can have 5 different types of fighting style. Just give me one. Like, just tell me what the buttons are, and I'll press them. And it's like, and you can do this, and you can do that, and then there's this, and you got to remember this, and you got to remember that, and these are the controls, but you can also do this. And it's like, I don't like. What am I doing? Like, it's too much. It's too much. It needs to be simpler. And you're just throwing things in for like the sake of it. I mean, the idea of it is, quite good, but also like the fundamental thing behind it is that it just looks like. I mean, I might be wrong, but at the moment it just looks like you're basically doing the same thing in different arenas, and it's a glorified dungeon kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? It's not like there is a story and there are bits to it, yes, and you're minimizing your sentence or whatever, but it's a very Japanese story, which I'm sick of by now. Like, sorry, this is like the Japanese need to start fucking picking up their game a little bit. Like,
stop being so racist, Jesus.
Yeah, sorry. Culture racism against video games. But it's true though. It's like the same kind of shit all over again. Yeah, I don't know. It's just I'll play it for a bit longer before I can give more of a thing. I mean, I've only played it for like a few hours, so it's not. I haven't got crazy into it, and maybe like I'll really enjoy all the technical bits and pieces that they've put into the game. But at this current moment in time, it's not wowing me. Put it that way.
Yeah. Okay.
So there's that. So I'm playing that. Assassin's Creed Unity. I'm playing. That is good. It is crazy, like how, like at one point I'm just standing there and it's like this French market, loads of people around, especially when there's crowds and all this stuff. And I'm just like, fucking hell, like it really does feel like you're stepping into a world. And for that, it's a huge success. The controls are better. I mean, the thing is with Assassin's Creed, it's always a bit, it's difficult sometimes when you're doing all your parkour shit and everything, but and I found it more difficult in a good way because sometimes I always found with Assassin's Creed it's too easy to keep winning all these fights, but now I'm like, I think it's different, but it feels a lot stronger, and I haven't encountered any bugs or anything like that, and it looks great. And
they've released several patches to it now, which should take care of a lot of the a lot of the bugs that were reported at launch.
Yeah. I think I got it just after the last patch anyway, if you know what I mean. So yeah, that's good. So I'm enjoying that. I don't have a problem with that game. I'm doing Call of Duty, which I've almost completed it single player now, and I've done a bit multiplayer.
Okay.
It is the best Call of Duty probably that I've played, probably since Modern Warfare at least.
Right, okay.
It's, for one thing, I actually understand what's going on in the story.
No, hang on, Sam.
Yeah,
Whoa.
yeah, I know what's happening. I'm like, I get it. Okay, it's not overcomplicated. I don't suddenly think, what the hell am I doing here? And there's no like, there's the twist which you see coming right from the beginning. Isn't like this big reveal or anything. It's just, you know what I mean. And it just feels it plays out quite well. The only thing is, and this is a general thing with all the Call of Duty games, but it does feel really short. Like I remember reading about it, about the big San Francisco Bridge bit. I don't know if have you heard about this? Do you remember this?
I haven't heard about this.
Well, I remember.
I remember it.
Okay, I remember there was like a whole thing of like, the San Francisco Bridge bit is amazing, and it's like this technical feat, and it looks really great. I mean, that is a level in itself, and I completed that pretty quick, like in probably under 10 minutes. So I don't know. So it's like, it feels like all the levels are like super short, and I like the way it's kind of opened it out in a sense that, I mean, all the little gizmos and gadgets that you get do add a whole different new element to playing it, which is great. And the level design is less linear and a bit more like, I want to say Crysis, which is a bit strange, but in terms of, it's more linear than Crysis actually, but it feels like that. I think it's because of all the cloaking and stuff that you can do. But there's never like one thing where you get, each level it lets you get certain powers, if you know what I mean, with your exosuits. There's never a time when you've got all the powers. But I really like it. I think it's really good, and the cutscenes look great. Like the actual pre-rendered things look really good. Like wow. Like, it's actually the first time I've been like, wow, that looks great. That looks fucking wicked. That looks next gen. So yeah, I really recommend it. If you've ever liked a Call of Duty, I think you should go get it because it's good, and the multiplayer is great as well. And yeah, I mean, I enjoyed the single player. I mean, it's not like,
It's on my rental list, so it'll be coming at some point soon.
yeah, it's good. I started Deadly Premonition, didn't get very far with that. I think I have to be in the right mood for that, to be honest. What else? What else am I playing? I think I might have made a little list. Hold on.
I started Danganronpa. I started that.
Any good?
I think I was on the train, so I kind of got interrupted, and I only got about sort of 10-15 minutes into it. But it is very much kind of, I can imagine that I would enjoy it because it is very much kind of point and click and more kind of adventure game like that than RPG, really, if that makes sense. So I'm not sure I made the right decision when I clicked it because it asks you just straight off the bat without kind of any explanation, English or Japanese, and I chose English, and then I heard some kind of really terrible voice acting, like person sort of trying to be a teenager, kind of whinging something. But then I haven't heard another audio line for another 20 minutes, so I don't really know what's going on about that. But I need to. I'll be spending some time on the train this week, and I finished Twin Peaks finally. So I will be playing Danganronpa for next week. So
More of that. Well, did I tell you I completed Final Fantasy X?
Yes.
No. Yeah, I did. Okay, well, I did. Did I say it on the last podcast? For anyone that's holding their breath, whether it was worth it.
I've still got that to do because my save on my PS2 from ages ago, from when it was originally out, was right before fighting that guy, and I don't know if I can be bothered to go back and do it. But
yeah, it was.
You said it was absolutely
not
like
great.
getting leveled up to do it.
Yeah, I leveled up a bit. I did a bit of grinding, and then I didn't cheat it, but like, I mean, this is going to be really boring for anyone that doesn't know Final Fantasy, but the woman who's got her fucking things that she summons, I made sure their limit break or whatever it is was maxed out. So all of them had them limit breaks maxed out. Her limit break was maxed out anyway, which was you don't really need, because if they're all done anyway, and all the other characters, all their limit breaks were maxed out, so they were all ready to use basically their special power. And then I just made a strategy of it. So like there's two. There's the boss goes, the classic kind of like you defeat him and then he becomes more powerful.
Classic.
So I was able to complete the first half without using any of their special powers and just doing general fighting stuff. And then as soon as it went to the second one, I just fucking blasted him with all the limit breaks, and he died pretty quick. And that was it. That was my strategy, and it worked. So pretty cool. And when it was over, I was really happy, not because I was like, oh, that was a really great game. I was like, thank God I can put a fucking line under that and never have to think about it ever again. And that was Final Fantasy X. So now I'm doing Freedom Wars, and then I'll go do Final Fantasy X Part 2.
Oh wow, why would you put yourself through that?
Because I need to check these things off. It's the completionist in me. Yeah, hello. Hey.
Danganronpa is on sale at the moment in January sale for PS Plus members, £10.79.
Yeah, do I want to get it? I think I might wait.
I bought it.
Yeah, I bought it. I bought it back when I told you about it last month, I think it was, but it's even cheaper now, Sam. So get it.
No, wait. I'm doing Freedom Wars now.
Yeah, but it sounds, from the early sound of that, it sounds like you're not going to be bothered to finish that.
Look, you'd be surprised by how much time and effort and patience I dedicate into games that I fucking hate. So.
Well, by the sound of it, after hearing you talk about Outlast and Evil Within, and now Final Fantasy X, and now this, you obviously a lot.
Yeah, a lot. Evil Within is I don't want to. Outlast was pretty standard. There wasn't that much. It was just got a bit repetitive. Evil Within, there was some times where I was like, I hate this game so much. But
I really hate this game.
Did I tell you about the last level?
No.
Last bit. So it all ends like, I'm not ruining anything here, but like you have to shoot.
Of Outlast or Evil Within?
Evil Within.
Okay. So
it's like the fucking boss thing. He's like in the mouth of this giant, stupid fucking creature, and anyway, like it goes slow mo, and you've got your gun, and you're like, he's raising it, and you've got like one shot to get him in the mouth. That's what the whole game like ends on. It's their job to this point. It must have took me about 25 tries to do that, and then each time you miss, he kills you, and then it goes to the loading screen, and then you've got to go and watch the thing again, and then it goes to the slow-mo moving the gun, because there's no reticule, so I don't know where I'm aiming, so I'm just kind of doing it on a fucking guess, like that it's in the general kind of area.
Nice.
That's Evil Within. It's just like just a ball ache from beginning to end, but there were a couple of bits that were, scary and good and stuff, but it just wasn't worth it. Like, unless you're really bothered, or unless you're like, I want to play a horror game and I don't know what to get, then get it, because it's that. But fucking hell, like, it wasn't great, unfortunately.
I bought a 64
another
gig.
2014 disappointment.
I bought a 64 gig stick for my Vita.
64 gig.
Oh, okay. Right. Yeah,
that's good. That'll be enough.
I just bit the bullet.
Yeah, good shout.
Yeah.
You
just got to put some games on it.
Install whatever the hell you want.
Mate, isn't fucking Hotline Miami like free or like £2 at the moment?
Let me have a look. I'm looking at it right
I still haven't got that.
Bubba, fuck me, get it.
Okay. How much? I'm on my Vita right now. How much?
Hotline Miami. It's literally it's a couple of quid.
Hot Dog Miami.
Hot dog Miami face.
Okay, hot dog all over my face in Miami. Let's see.
That sounds...
Hot mess.
It's free. It's free.
No, it's not.
It's free.
It's fucking free. I thought it was. Yeah.
Hotline Miami is...
Why is it free? It's not even under offer. It's just free.
It's £2.49.
Oh, it's £2.49 for you, Bubba.
Why is it different for you than it is for me?
Racist. No, because I'm actually on my Vita right now. Are you on your Vita?
Same here.
Maybe you're US, mate.
No, I've got pounds. Mine's in pounds.
Hotline Miami, full game, free download.
No, because do you own Hotline Miami already, Ben?
Yeah.
Then I
It
reckon that's
would,
why
it would
it's
say
free.
But it
purchased.
actually says the word free. It would still say the price.
It says purchased, doesn't it? I mean, maybe it doesn't. Anyway, £2.50. Just get it.
Okay, I bought it. We
Good.
done it.
Oh, thank God. I feel so much better now. Makes me feel sexy.
Oh, it said it couldn't connect to PSN within time limit.
No, it's stopping you.
Yeah. Clearly, it doesn't want me to buy hot dogs in Miami. Oh no,
It's a cold
it
line
works.
London. Oh, okay, Hotline
No,
Miami.
it works.
No.
It works. Hot dog Miami is downloading. It's downloading.
Downloading. Can't wait.
I'll give you my verdict on it next week. If
Do
it's
it.
shit, Sam,
It won't be. You'll be thanking
golden
me.
shower. Golden shower.
Well, either way, I win then.
Fair enough.
There's something happening.
It's something happening, and I like it.
I'm gonna get her Hokum at some point. I'm gonna play that. I want to play that.
What is
Okay.
Hokum?
How comes?
It's kind of like colourful. I don't know how to describe it. Colourful kind of indie game that looks kind of interesting.
Okay.
Looks a little bit like like a Loco Roco, that kind of thing. A little bit crazy.
I'm actually downloading the Metal Gear Solid HD collection as well.
Mate,
Oh,
good,
wow.
good.
That'd
Also,
be-
good purchase.
That'll be quick to go through.
Is it really a good purchase, do you reckon?
Yeah, I've got it. I got it on PS3 when it came out. To be fair,
Okay.
it's great.
Alright.
It's worth definitely worth the bucks. Have you done 2 and 3 in the
No.
Peace Walker?
No.
You've never done it.
No.
You've not even done 2.
No.
Fuck.
No, I'm an MGS. Like I've done the first MGS game, and after that, no.
Well, if I was you, I'd maybe even go into the PS Store, download Metal Gear Solid 1, replay it, then do 2, then do 3, then
Can
do
you
Peace
just?
Walker.
All
then
I
do
want to
4.
do is just get the story of 3,
Yeah, good luck.
of 1. That's it.
What do you mean, get the story of 1?
I want to know what the story is of 1.
You know what it is, you played it.
Yeah, I don't remember. I just
Oh,
remember.
okay. Well, just Google it. What do you want me to
some-
do about that? I can
some
talk you
bitch-
through it.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Okay, so it starts off, it's in the water. He's in a submarine by himself. He's talking through to the colonel. Anyway, he comes up out of the water, and there's a couple of guys in the Sub-Zero thing.
Are we
And he's
really
behind-
doing this now?
Yeah.
Okay.
What, do you not want to hear this?
No.
And he sees Liquid. Is it Liquid or Revolver? I can't remember. Going
Some
up on the
bitch
lift.
died.
In the water,
I know
it's
that.
liquid.
You know what I
In
mean.
the water,
Oh,
it's
Jesus,
liquid.
Liquid. You know what I mean.
But anyway, I'm going to read it on Wikipedia. Sam, no, we're not doing this.
I could literally. Thing is, Metal Gear Solid is so ingrained. I don't know if I said this. I probably have. I had recorded myself playing it on PlayStation onto a VCR so that I could go back and play it and just watch it without playing it.
Is it
That was how
bad?
fucking sad I am. That's how fucking geeky.
Is it-
Does
Is it
'cause the game-
that still exist?
The
That-
VHS.
we need to see that video.
Yeah, well, you can't hear me talking over it. You just see me playing it. As in, not see me play it. Like, it's just as if you were playing the game. I just recorded it. That was how fucking tragic it was. Had it linked up, PlayStation linked up to my VCR, linked up to my TV. It probably does exist. God knows where the fuck it is. Be somewhere.
Ben, the reason why your Hot Dog Miami says free is because it's the PS3 version.
Ooh.
I'm looking at it on Vita though.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I tried to download the PS3 version as well, and it said no
Ooh.
dice.
No dice.
Okay, that's weird. It's the only thing I've typed in the word hotline in the search, and the only thing that came up was Hotline Miami. I click it.
Are you calling me a liar, Ben?
I'm just saying, it says free.
Ben, are you calling me a liar?
It says this is the cross-buy product for PS4, PS3, and Vita.
Oh. Maybe you bought it on PS4.
Oh, it's a cross-buy?
Yes.
Yeah, it's cross-buy, yeah. So maybe it's free for you.
So I'll be able to
on
play.
another platform.
Maybe I bought it on
Yeah,
PS4 and not on here.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm talking about. I think that's what it
Okay.
is.
Okay, fair enough.
I think
But
it's
it
what
only
it-
costs
what's happening.
£2.49, which is good.
Who are you talking to, Sam?
Good to hear.
But yeah,
This needs some direction. We're going nowhere. Fast.
what are you guys excited about next year? Pick 3 games that you're excited for next year.
2016.
Uncharted.
This year,
4.
sorry. This year.
Uncharted 4.
Yep.
The Order. Am I excited about that? Maybe.
Really?
I'm not sure about that now. I saw a lot of gameplay videos over Christmas. There was a load that was released just before Christmas, and it looks. There was a couple of guys from Eurogamer, I think. They were saying, yeah, they got to play it at kind of extended periods, and it was heavily kind of quick time events based.
Yeah.
And some of the control systems in doing that were just really annoying.
My opinion of it has
Real
changed a
kind of
lot.
like instant fail conditions in stealth
Shit.
sections, all that kind of stuff.
My opinion on it has
hate
changed a
instant
lot
fails.
because it looked so good like a few months ago. Then I saw some videos of it as well, like last couple of months, and it just looked pretty standard, like gameplay wise, anyway. Sorry.
Yeah. For me, I'd say The Division.
Oh, yeah.
That's amazing. Quantum Break, because that looks interesting. That's the
TV time thing.
time one from Remedy, the guys who make Max Payne, and No Man's Sky from those 4 people in Guildford. Yes, I
No
can't
Man's
wait for that.
Sky.
That looks like the best thing I've ever seen in my life.
I've lost all. I'm not looking forward to that one at all. I don't know what it is. Because I don't know what the game's about, so I'm like, ugh.
About exploring it.
So it's just exploration.
Well,
It's,
that's the main aim. It's exploring the universe or the galaxy and getting into the center of the galaxy. But there's more to do it with like trading and fighting and mining and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Sounds great.
Well, for me,
I really don't. I'm not looking forward to
If
it.
there were zombies on every planet, Sam would be on it.
I'll be
Yeah,
on it
just
as well.
tie me into a box just because I like stuff. Don't box me in, man. I'll break that box. I'll break
Put
it.
some zombies in it.
And I'll go explore and do
My
some mining
three.
of it.
Bitches. My 3.
Yeah.
The Witcher 3.
Mm.
Witcher.
The Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah. Oh yeah, actually, Battleline would be a good one. Hardline. I'm still looking forward to that. Sorry. Go on.
Is that only multiplayer though? Now.
What, Rainbow Six Siege?
Yeah.
No. Okay, yeah, I think it is. I think it's only multiplayer. It might have like one of those loose single players like Titanfall did.
If that's the case, then there's no story to it. I'm less
You
than
bowing
interested.
out?
I'm not even slightly bothered by it.
But that is one of the ones. Yeah, those 2. And Halo 5 probably.
Halo 5.
Yeah, that'd be
Okay.
good.
And yeah, that's
Maybe. Who knows?
that's me done for next year. There's a lot of zombie games out actually. There's Dying Light that comes out like the end of the month or early next month, and then there's Dead Island 2.
Yeah.
Then H1Z1. Yeah, there's a couple.
It's actually called H1Z1.
Yeah, it is.
No, stupid.
The early access is out on the 15th.
H1Z1.
So
Okay.
I might get that next week.
Do it.
Yeah.
Evolve's out as well, isn't it? I suppose, but again, mostly multiplayer only. So, or mostly.
I've also not heard that many great. I've heard it might be more disappointing than what people think or whatever.
I don't know. I played it at Eurogamer and it was fantastic as a multiplayer experience. It was absolutely fantastic. It was so.
What game is this?
Evolve.
Evolve.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it was really, really good. But because it's multiplayer only, I'm not sure how interested I am in it because it is so intense. I don't know. I just kind of. I don't know if I'd play it. Basically, that's the thing.
Right.
I don't think
Okay.
I'm even. Yeah, I'm not as excited about it.
It's well worth
Metal Gear
experiencing though because it's
actually.
a really good idea.
Yeah.
Metal Gear. That's what I'm looking forward to. The Phantom Bum Pain.
Really, even though the Ground Zero thing wasn't actually that good.
I liked Ground Zeroes. I liked it.
I still haven't
Did you
played.
really?
It.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
I think
It's still
it'll.
in its wrapping.
You can get about £7 on PSN now. It's pretty
It
good.
made almost no sense. But then again, I suppose I'm not exactly familiar with Metal Gear Solid generally, but
It never makes sense. It's just Metal Gear. You just kind of got to roll with it. If you think about it too much, I mean, it's ridiculous. You just got to deal with it. You just gotta deal with it. Yeah, so that's probably what I'm looking forward to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, should we wrap it up? Anything else? Any other business?
Always
Maybe.
wrap it up.
No other business.
There is no other
No.
business here.
No.
Your business is not wanted here.
Actually, you know what? Scratch that. Halo 5 for the unit, or whatever it's called.
The unit.
The Division.
Whatever. Division.
You don't only
Whatever.
have to have 3. You can have 4 things.
Alright. Division. That's the one. To be honest, that's not 2015. I'm not sure. I don't think that's even going to come out next year. I don't believe that's out next year.
Oh, I thought it was.
Well, it'll be pushed back probably anyway.
I reckon it'll be early 2016. Ubisoft have fucked themselves so hard over the last year with, like, The Crew was delayed. Wasn't
The Crew.
Assassin's Creed delayed as well?
I don't know.
So,
For about a month. Far Cry, was that ever delayed? No.
No, I don't think so. I think it's always going to come out in November. It's November, isn't it? Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm not sure if I trust their release date of 2015. I don't know if it's actually even going to come out then. But I do want it.
Is anyone going to bother with Drive Club?
no.
Drive what?
Yeah, exactly.
Haven't they delisted that game? They just like conceded.
Giving up on it.
This is shit.
No, they haven't. I mean, it was supposed to. It came out, and then there was also supposed to be a free PlayStation Plus limited version of it with just a few tracks and a few cars. And they've, in order to improve the reliability of the actual game for paying customers, they've ditched plans or current plans for it to be the PS Plus game. And they've concentrated their updates where apparently it's now a playable game for paying customers online. But I mean, ultimately, I played it at Eurogamer. It wasn't very interesting at all. I mean, visually, it's quite accomplished. I wouldn't say it's as stunning as Forza in any way, but the main thing is, where does that kind of sit in? If you're interested in car games, where does that game sit? It's not really kind of the jokey Need for Speed or Burnout kind of style racing, and it's not kind of your serious Forza or Project Cars type of thing.
Or Gran Turismo style.
Or Gran Turismo style.
Yeah.
So it's kind of in between those kind of levels, and where Forza Horizon is kind of your what was the Need for Speed kind of open world thing. Forza Horizon is kind of a bit more like that, where it's got the serious mechanics of it, so it drives almost exactly the same as the main Forza game, but you've got this kind of open world, do what you please kind of gameplay to it. But Drive Club, it's I don't know, it just didn't seem very interesting in any way to me.
No Drive.
Kind of caught in the middle, really. I think as a concept, and there's so many driving games that are now available on the systems that their window of launch title was pretty much where they should have hit, but now they're coming out and it's now playable a year or more than a year after launch, and there's so many other driving games there that they're kind of lost in the storm, aren't they? There's too much competition out there for them.
Yeah, shame.
Well, they're a British developer, I think. Which is a little bit of a shame because they might.
They just need to do their fucking job, basically, don't they?
Whoa.
They just fucking pick their ideas up. I think everyone generally needs to pick their ideas up. Let's do 2015 idea picking up. Yes.
Let's hope.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna say bye. Goodbye. So click over to www.thewildboar.com, BORE.com, for more gaming features, or you can follow us on Twitter at thewildboaruk. Email us if you like, thewildboartv@gmail.com, with any questions or anything you want to say, or if you want to have a go at someone about something, or if you want to know if you want any naughty pictures of us, I'm sure that can be arranged. So yeah, I hope you yeah. Especially Ben. He's got a lot of naughty pictures.
I've seen some.
Of us.
I've seen
of
some.
us doing things.
I've
seen them. He keeps showing them to us, and it's really inappropriate. especially when we're at weddings and stuff.
Yeah, stop emailing them to my work address as well.
I know it looks weird, but I'm sick of seeing it.
Same.
Okay. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, why not? Sure. So anyway, that's goodbye from me, and it's goodbye from Bubba and Ben.
Can I? And if
Goodbye.
anyone gets an email from Ben saying "cute cat," don't click.
Don't fucking click,
Don't.
because it's
fucking
not. It's not a cute cat. It's definitely not cute.
click. It's not a cat.
It might depend on what you consider cute. So yeah. Okay. All right. That's enough from us. Goodbye, everybody.
Adios.
Goodbye.